Most people don't realize this, but scarcity doesn't start in the wallet. It starts in the mind. What really swallows a life whole isn't the lack of opportunities, but the limiting beliefs that silently dictate every decision. And here's the bold truth. It's not the economy, it's not the crisis, it's not the government that decides if you prosper or not. It's your own unconscious, programmed to live in the fear of scarcity and in a state of blocked prosperity. It may sound harsh, but that's exactly what keeps so many people running in circles, never reaching true spiritual abundance. The most impressive thing is that these beliefs act like silent viruses. They drain your energy before you even have the chance to act. Have you ever wondered why you work hard, try your best, think positively, yet still hit the same invisible ceiling? It's because your mind is vibrating in a vibrational energy of lack, and the quantum field simply responds with more lack. The paradox is shocking. The more desperately you try to avoid not having enough, the more you attract exactly that. Now imagine if it were possible to flip this game today. Imagine replacing that old programming of self-sabotage with a mental reprogramming that opens the way to conscious manifestation of opportunities, resources, and inner peace. The Rayane. Good news is that it's not just possible, it's already within your reach. You don't have to wait for years, depend on external miracles, or accept being limited by your past. And here's the quick reward. Once you break these beliefs, you begin to notice real changes, from small synchronicities to big transformations. Doors open, the right people show up, your health improves, and even your body vibrates differently. The whole universe seems to conspire in favor of those who decide to change their frequency. And that's no coincidence. It's the natural reflection of your new quantum frequency. But here's the part you can't ignore. If you don't break these beliefs today, scarcity will keep swallowing you tomorrow. It will show up disguised as unexpected bills, missed opportunities, or draining relationships. The price of not acting is far too high, and every day that passes only strengthens the cycle of limitation. That's why, in the next few minutes, we'll uncover these invisible blocks, understand how they were formed, and most importantly, learn how to dissolve them once and for all. You're about to access knowledge that isn't obvious, that goes way beyond the surface, and that might just be the turning point between staying trapped or finally breaking free. The question is, are you ready to face it and break these beliefs today? Have you ever noticed that what limits a person the most is not what's outside, but what's quietly hidden inside the mind? These are the limiting beliefs that act like invisible chains, holding back the feet of those who long to walk toward spiritual abundance. It's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. The engine roars. The vibrational energy is there, but movement doesn't happen. Deep down, the unconscious builds walls that we can't always see, yet they dictate the direction of life without asking for permission. These inner barriers are formed early on, often in childhood, when we hear phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," "Life is hard," or "Spirituality won't pay the bills." Each phrase carries a quantum frequency that shapes the inner field and creates the feeling of blocked prosperity. A person grows up believing it's normal to live with struggle, pain, or sacrifice. And without realizing it, the unconscious lays down the tracks of existence, making the train of life run in the same direction, even when the heart longs for another path. Think of someone who tries to start a business, but always fails. The problem isn't only in the strategy, but in the hidden programming that repeats, "You don't deserve to prosper." This internal echo, quiet yet constant, is part of an invisible script written by the unconscious. That's where the need for mental reprogramming comes in. Until beliefs are exposed to the light of awareness, the person remains trapped in a cycle of self-sabotage. It's like trying to switch roads but driving with the same old map, always ending up back at the starting point. A clear example is someone who changes jobs, convinced this time things will be different. At first, the excitement is strong, but soon the same problems return. Controlling bosses, colleagues who devalue their work, a constant sense of unfairness. No matter where they go, the pattern repeats. Why? Because even when the outer scenario changes, the limiting belief stays the same, coloring every experience. It's like changing the stage set of a play but keeping the same script and the same actors. Another powerful truth is that beliefs don't just shape thoughts, they directly influence the quantum field around us. The unconscious sends signals to the universe, attracting experiences that match what the mind believes is possible. Someone carrying a belief in failure ends up vibrating in a frequency of loss, and the universe reflects back similar situations. Reality becomes nothing more than a mirror of those inner convictions. That's why some people seem to live the same dramas over and over like an endless loop. But here's the unsettling question. If these invisible beliefs silently dictate your life, what happens when you finally look them in the eye? That's when the deepest fears emerge, revealing the true force that drains abundance and keeps prosperity blocked. When a person starts questioning their limiting beliefs, they soon discover an even subtler force hiding underneath. Fear. The fear of scarcity, for example, is like a silent thief that robs vibrational energy before it can even show up as results. It sounds like constant whispers. What if it's not enough? What if it fails? What if I lose everything? These what ifs aren't just doubts. They're chains that drain the soul and lock it in survival mode, blocking the conscious manifestation of a prosperous life. This fear doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's fed by past experiences and the stories we've been told all our lives. Many grow up in environments where abundance is seen as rare, and they carry this record inside the quantum field. The result is a state of blocked prosperity, because the individual vibrates constantly in alert, as if the universe were always about to take something away. It's like locking yourself indoors out of fear of being robbed, without realizing the real prison is inside your mind. Another powerful fear is the fear of judgment. How many times has someone hidden their talent, kept quiet about an idea, or avoided starting a project out of worry about what others might say? This fear drains vitality and locks away the gift of creation. Life turns into a performance designed to please others, while ignoring the soul's call. It's a subtle form of self-sabotage, because in trying to avoid outside criticism, the person amplifies the inner critic. And since the energy field multiplies whatever it's fed, each insecure thought attracts more experiences of rejection. Then there's the fear of failure, which paralyzes before the first step is even taken. The unconscious voice whispers, "If I don't try, at least I won't suffer the pain of failing." But the irony is that this safety is its own form of defeat. The person ends up living in a no man's land, not failing but not winning either. This paralysis blocks inner healing, because the individual never puts their potential to the test. They choose the illusion of safety over the reality of expansion. Here's something fascinating. Fear doesn't just paralyze, it reshapes the body. Science shows that constant fear triggers stress hormones, which in turn harm physical health. The body responds to the fear of scarcity with symptoms that reinforce scarcity itself: fatigue, lack of energy, anxiety-related illnesses. This deepens the cycle of self-sabotage, convincing the person they truly don't have the strength to pursue abundance. It's a vicious cycle that seems impossible to escape. And yet, here's the paradox. If fears can drain abundance, they can also point to the path of transformation. When someone learns to face their fears instead of running, they realize fear is nothing but a signal of unconscious programming ready to be redefined. And this leads to a crucial question. If fear freezes us, why do we keep insisting on sabotaging ourselves without even noticing? Self-sabotage is one of the trickiest forces in existence because it works almost invisibly. A person truly wants to prosper, aims for conscious manifestation, yet acts in ways that contradict those goals. It's like planting a tree of spiritual abundance and then pulling its roots out every single day. This happens because the unconscious mind is wired to keep us in the comfort zone, even if that zone is full of scarcity and limitations. Take a simple example. Someone sets the goal of saving money to build independence, but spends compulsively on meaningless things. Later, they feel guilty, reinforcing their sense of blocked prosperity. It's as if the brain whispers, "You can't handle wealth," and the person, without realizing it, validates that message. This repetition becomes a form of negative mental reprogramming, which echoes into the quantum field, shaping realities that confirm the cycle of silent self-destruction. Another face of self-sabotage is procrastination. It's not just laziness, but the shadow of limiting beliefs. When someone deep down believes they're not enough or won't be able to handle the task, the unconscious delays action. This postponement sends a message to the universe. My dream isn't a priority. And since the vibrational energy always mirrors intention, abundance doesn't manifest. The delay itself becomes a form of self-denial. Self-sabotage also shows up in relationships. How often do people attract partners who repeat the same painful patterns? Rejection, devaluation, betrayal. That isn't bad luck. It's the unconscious mind trying to confirm its old programming. Every relationship becomes a mirror, reflecting the wounds that still need healing. This is why inner healing is so essential. Without it, energy keeps vibrating in the same painful cycle, blocking expansion. Even the body can serve as a tool of sabotage. People who long for more vitality often neglect sleep, ignore nutrition, or skip basic care. It's like wanting to tap into the quantum frequency of prosperity while denying the physical body the energy it needs to hold that vibration. The body then mirrors the conflict: exhaustion, illness, lack of motivation. It's proof of the silent war between desire and belief, and the body always tells the truth. But here's the key. If there's a cycle of self-sabotage, there must also be a way to break it. The solution doesn't come from fighting yourself, but from creating space for new choices. And that's when a deeper question rises. What would happen if you could access your inner coherence and align your mind with the quantum field to finally open the flow of prosperity? There comes a point when every seeker of abundance must face the truth. It's not enough to identify fears or notice self-sabotage. You must change the very root of the system. And that change begins with mental reprogramming. This means replacing old narratives with new truths. When thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned, a state of inner coherence is created, shifting the entire vibrational energy. And once that coherence is established, the quantum field responds by opening doors that were once invisible. But this isn't just theory. There are simple practices that anyone can apply. For instance, starting the day with affirmations that resonate with spiritual abundance, instead of repeating words of lack. Rather than saying, "I don't have money," declare, "I am consciously creating prosperity in my life." These small language shifts may seem subtle, but they send entirely different signals to the universe. It's like switching radio stations. The music is always being broadcast, but now you're tuning into a new melody. Another pillar of this key is visualization. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine your desired life, the brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined. It starts releasing chemicals and neural signals that align the body with the future experience. This isn't magic, it's science applied to spirituality. By practicing visualization, you're tuning yourself into the quantum frequency of what you want to manifest, making the unseen start to take form. It's also essential to care for the physical body, since it's the temple that sustains the new frequency. Breathing exercises, conscious eating, and quality sleep aren't just healthy habits. They're tools of alignment. When the body vibrates in balance, the mind finds clarity, and the heart generates a coherent energy that strengthens the link with the quantum field. This alignment allows a person not just to dream about abundance, but to embody it in daily life. And don't underestimate gratitude. It may sound simple, but gratitude creates space to receive more. It's one of the purest forms of inner healing, because it dissolves the fear of scarcity and reinforces trust in spiritual abundance. Think of it as watering the prosperity plant, every day with small doses of genuine appreciation. Over time, gratitude becomes magnetic, pulling in opportunities that once felt out of reach. Yet here's the surprising twist. Even though this key is available to everyone, few actually use it. Many wait for external solutions, forgetting that the real Dawar is inside. Which leads to the next pressing question. If the key exists and the flow can be opened, what would happen if you applied it right now? This is where the exercise of immediate liberation comes in, a ritual designed to activate prosperity energy here and now. Knowing the key exists is powerful, but nothing compares to the moment you actually use it. Here comes a simple exercise anyone can practice today to start dissolving limiting beliefs and releasing the energy of spiritual abundance. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and place one hand over your heart. Feel its rhythm, and with every beat say silently, I choose to release scarcity and open myself to prosperity. This small act generates a wave of vibrational energy that signals the quantum field of your new decision. You can take it further by creating a release journal. Write down every phrase that reflects the fear of scarcity. I'm not capable. It will never be enough. I don't deserve it. Then read them out loud and cross them out firmly, replacing each with a new truth. I am capable. I live in abundance. I deserve to prosper. This physical act of writing and crossing out sends the unconscious a message of immediate mental reprogramming, breaking the cycle of self-sabotage. Another step is to use active imagination. After rewriting the phrases, close your eyes again and visualize yourself living fully in the frequency of the new belief. See the details, your smile, the people around you, the environment, the sensations in your body. The more vivid the scene, the stronger the impact on your subconscious. This ritual of inner healing aligns mind, body, and spirit, creating coherence and unlocking the flow of prosperity. For added strength, use a physical anchor, like a stone or crystal. Hold it during the exercise and link it to the feeling of liberation. Later, whenever doubt or fear creeps in, hold that object again to remind yourself of your new decision. This transforms the anchor into a tangible reminder that abundance is not just an idea, but a daily choice reaffirmed with intention. What matters most is repetition. This isn't about doing it once and waiting for miracles. It's about cultivating the habit of reprogramming your heart and mind. Over time, the unconscious accepts the new narrative as truth and begins to vibrate in the quantum frequency of abundance. This state of coherence transforms thoughts into actions and actions into reality, with the universe responding by aligning opportunities with your vibration. And here's the paradox. True liberation doesn't happen when you accumulate more, but when you finally drop the invisible weight you've been carrying inside. This exercise is just the beginning, but it opens the door to something greater. Realizing that if you don't break these beliefs today, scarcity will keep swallowing every chance to prosper. Now that you've seen how limiting beliefs, the fear of scarcity and self-sabotage work silently, the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you keep letting your unconscious hold your prosperity blocked? Or will you choose today to begin your mental reprogramming and live in a new quantum frequency? The choice is in your hands, and no one can make it for you. Think about it. Every time you postpone, you reinforce the cycle of scarcity. But when you act consciously, even small changes start multiplying in the quantum field. So ask yourself, how much longer will you allow your own inner healing to be delayed? How long will you keep living under stories that don't even belong to you? And remember, there's no such thing as a perfect moment. There's only choice. Spiritual abundance doesn't arrive for the luckiest, but for the most determined. If you're listening to this right now, it's because the universe is already calling you toward conscious manifestation. The only thing missing is your yes. So, I'll challenge you. What would happen in your life if starting today you began vibrating at a new frequency? What doors would open if you changed your words, your thoughts, and your daily habits? Could it be that this is exactly what you've been searching for all along? Share in the comments. Which belief do you decide to break today? Your choice will not only strengthen your commitment, but also inspire others who are facing the same silent battle. Your voice might be the spark that awakens someone else. And of course, if you want to keep learning how to shift your frequency and create lasting transformation, make sure you subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications. Because abundance doesn't wait. It comes to those who are ready to receive it.